All right, guys, welcome to another commentary here. We're going to do Predator 1, and we're going to be doing commentaries for all three Predators before Thursday, which is a really
Yeah,
easy task. There's only three.
yeah, definitely.
But,
And we're not
and
bothering with Alien versus Predator.
no, we're not, no. Just
I don't.
Predator.
Those aren't
Yeah, and we are
canon.
going to, for people wondering about the Puppet Masters, we are still going to do all those. We just
Yeah,
have a little bit more time to do
yeah.
those than we do the Predator, so
Got pretty much a month of leeway for that. So
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
But, so you ready to hit play?
yeah, definitely.
Hold on, let me set up my subtitles first.
Oh, okay.
I do love this menu system, though.
I know it's awesome.
All right,
We should probably tell people we're watching the Ultimate Hunter edition.
yeah. I would
Yeah,
assume anyone buying this or anybody, I bought the 3-pack at Walmart. That's
yeah,
like, I think it was like $12 or something for all three of them in one pack.
yeah,
I assume they all come with the Hunter edition.
yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna hit
Yep.
play in three, two, one, play. All right. Did the 20th Century
Alrighty then.
Fox logo just appear?
Yeah,
Yeah. I love that old vintage look it's got.
yeah,
Because now the 20th Century Fox, it's like really HD looking, where it like hovers around the whole 20th Century Fox, whatever that is.
yeah, yeah. I don't really dig that.
I love this too, Predator. It's almost weird thinking they're aliens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
when I was a kid, I looked at this as almost a war movie.
oh, definitely, yeah. One thing that I always found, which was a little bit interesting,
Yeah.
was when I first saw this movie, my dad had it on VHS that he like copied off of TV or something, and this whole opening shot wasn't here.
Really? What, did he forget it, or did they just not
It
show it on TV?
we just sort of came in late. We started with the like the helicopter landing and everything. So
Oh
I,
yeah.
for the longest time, I never knew this opening scene even existed.
When you saw it, did it change the whole thing for you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I always sort of knew that it was
An
an
alien?
alien. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I never saw how it got here or anything.
Yeah.
And it, I don't know, I kind of liked it a bit better that way.
Yeah. You
You
know it's
know,
badass that Carl Weathers is going to be in Orlando, Florida next month.
that's cool.
I may go to that Spooky Empire, that convention.
Yeah.
It'd be badass to meet him. I want to get a picture with him, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger with the biceps.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Just get a close-up of my bicep and his bicep.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like, yeah,
He's probably, what, 70? It is probably still a lot bigger than mine.
probably. I don't think people that get that big, you know, lose it.
Yeah.
Like bodybuilding type stuff. You don't.
Yeah, Carl Weathers is a badass. I love what Jesse Ventura, Bill Duke. Bill
Yeah,
Duke is a scary-looking black dude.
yeah, he is. That's the guy with the bald head, right?
Yeah, the dark, dark guy.
Yeah, that
He's
guy,
like the
man.
poor man's Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I always remember him in Commando.
Oh yeah, I love that movie, dude.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love Charles Bronson, but Schwarzenegger is one of the baddest dudes I ever seen.
Well, the thing is, like Bronson had like the look of like someone who might just kind of go crazy and kill you.
Yeah,
Um, but Schwarzenegger has this physical, like he looks like someone that if he was to snap, he could break you in half.
oh yeah.
You
There's
know?
just the charisma about him too.
Yeah,
Like,
and I
look how
mean,
badass just that back shot of him is, just smoking the big stove.
yeah,
I like how he goes in. I forget what he says. Something like "you son of a bitch," and then that's when they lock arms.
yeah,
Something like that. Dude, we got to do
oh,
Commando
man.
one day too. That's got so
Yeah,
much
definitely,
one-liners.
yeah. That was one of those movies that again I saw as a kid a lot,
Yeah,
and I always dug.
definitely. That Schwarzenegger in general was like my childhood. Like
Oh, for
almost
sure.
all Schwarzenegger flicks were like I watched them all the time on VHS as a kid.
Yeah, I
I
mean, hell,
remember that
remember
was one of my
Red Heat?
first. VHS collections. I remember I wanted to collect all
All the Schwarzenegger
Schwarzenegger
stuff.
flicks, yeah.
Yeah,
And his movies always had badass covers.
that's true. You know, I mean, hell, even Total Recall,
Yeah,
the original cover for Total Recall, was just like his face sort of thing, but it
yeah,
looked good.
definitely. He- I can see the Blu-ray so far looks really good.
Yeah, see, I think it does too. A lot of people, it's like kind of like there when you look at Arnold's face and it's kind of like greasy looking. I
Yeah,
think people have a lot of problem with that, and I think it's just they expect it to be, you know, grimy.
I do like the fact they took all the grain out of it, though.
Yeah, I think
That digital noise reduction or whatever it's called.
yeah, I like it. I think it looks perfectly fine. A lot of people
You
really
son
don't
of a
like it.
bitch.
Yeah,
It's so badass.
yeah. Oh man.
Dude, that shot's so ridiculous, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
they're playing oh, what the hell is that game called? What's that game called they were just playing when it's like an over-the-top arm wrestling?
Yeah.
Do you like how they're playing
Yeah.
arm wrestling in midair?
Yeah. I mean, most people would have a problem with that, but
Yeah.
no, not them. Just kind of let's go for it. Man.
I just like how, I don't know, like over-the-top macho it is, like Commando.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, there's one woman in this entire movie, so essentially it's like
Isn't she
pure
a slave or whatever,
testosterone.
though?
She's like
That
I think
immigrant
she's
woman?
supposed to be like an enemy combatant or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. I find that kind of funny though. It's like pure testosterone.
Yeah, that's what I love about it, though. I think that's why when I was a young kid, I love these movies so much.
Yeah.
Like, even when, remember when they're in war and he's like, knock, knock, and he has
Yeah.
that giant gun?
Yeah. Yeah. I always thought that's something I always dug about this movie, how everyone had a different weapon.
Oh, and personality.
Yeah. There was no just generic. The closest generic weapon you could say would be
A knife.
yeah.
It was
You know,
like,
other,
it's almost like
otherwise,
G.I. Joe or something, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, I love this song, too. I remember this in this
Oh
chopper.
yeah.
And I remember, is it Shane Black that tells that pussy joke over and over again?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
It's
that's
just
so
sort of
badass that this actor in this movie is directing the new one.
yeah. What's cool about it though is also though that that's someone who has a genuine like love of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he was in the original, and then I just love that he's always shaven without the
Any cream or anything?
yeah. You know?
Yeah, there's Shane Black. He don't look nothing like that now, though.
No.
You think it's possible Schwarzenegger will have a cameo, or do you not see it?
I hope he does.
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, it's I
Wait,
don't
was
know.
that Shane Black that was smiling?
Ugh.
I'll have to see him because he's one
Yeah.
of the real skinny, like, the
Yeah.
only non-muscular dude out of all of them.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember. I think it's the one with the glasses.
It
Sitting
could be.
right
Yeah.
there.
I know his character's called Hawkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's been a while since I've seen it, so I can't really remember a lot of the names.
Dude, you know how freaky that would be, though, to just be dropped in the middle of the jungle like that?
Definitely. I mean, it'd be crazy.
Yeah. You know what would be funny, too, if they made, like, a crossover with, like, a 70s cannibal movie?
Oh, that would
That's
be
Shane
awesome.
Black there, I can tell.
Yeah. I love this.
Oh, that no one laughs at his joke.
I know. I just love it that eventually,
Yeah, I forget which one it
gets-
is. Is
it's
that the
him.
one where he echoes or whatever?
yeah, yeah. They
And
say,
then that's when the predator kind of mimics his laugh.
yeah. What they always say about this movie, that guy, I don't know if he's supposed to be like an Indian guy or something.
Yeah.
That he was like kind of like a genuine badass in real life.
Oh yeah, was he?
And, yeah, and he was kind of like, you didn't want to piss him off.
Wasn't Jesse Ventura one too, or no? I
Well,
know that name. He's like a politician now or something.
yeah, he used to be a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in WWE, back when it was WWF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, there's like not one unlikable character, I think, out of the whole crew.
No, there isn't. I
Although the
mean,
one right next to Carl Weathers, I don't remember him too much in the movie.
yeah, he's just that guy that's when Jesse Ventura is like, I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah.
He's just the other guy that's kind of like, oh, okay.
That's badass. So does this movie have a commentary with Shane Black? Or, nah, never mind.
With
I'm tripping.
you mean
Yeah,
John McTiernan or whatever, the director?
yeah, either with like Arnold.
Yeah.
I want to hear some stories about Arnold during this movie.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know there's quite a few from what I know. Like I know that the whole stick around scene where he throws the knife, it sticks in the guy's like stick around.
Yeah.
That was completely improvised.
Oh, really?
It wasn't in the script or anything.
See, that looks really good there.
Yeah.
See, I keep thinking of cannibal movies for some reason while watching this.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I always wonder this, like, where is this supposed to take place?
Probably, I always assumed Vietnam or something.
Yeah, but there's no, like,
Well, what
Vietnamese
the soldiers,
people.
though, what did they look like? Because the woman kind of looked a little Asian
Yeah,
looking.
but then that the big guy looked like almost Russian.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's like,
Yeah, they
I
don't
was like,
classify it all.
no. It's like, is this in, like, Colombia or somewhere, maybe? I don't know.
That could be it. Yeah, maybe in that, like the, what the hell's that guy's name? Like the Pablo Escobar territory?
Yeah.
Well,
I could see
isn't there a
that.
scene is there a Coke scene in this?
Uh,
I feel like we'll have to pay attention when they're blowing up that little village.
yeah.
Because if there's bricks of Coke, then it is,
Yeah, I always just kind of thought it was like, some, like, enemy territory.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it ever really goes into, any real detail.
Yeah, I could see why people would be weirded out by this transfer. It's good, but
Yeah.
there's just something unnatural looking about it, though.
Well, it looks too new.
Yeah,
It looks like a movie that was made, like, last year.
yeah.
It's too clean. And I
I mean,
mean,
I do like it, though.
yeah, so do I. I mean, I just wish they'd
'Cause
had,
this is
like,
the same problem they had with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
yeah, they
Remember
made it
that
too
first
clean.
release? It was too clean.
Yeah, and people didn't dig it. Um, I think it's just something along the lines of, had they included, like, another cut,
Wouldn't you love if, like,
you know,
Scream Factory or Arrow did, like, a really cool release of this?
that would be awesome.
See, that's
Definitely.
badass, the helicopter in the trees.
Yeah,
Like, you knew a team has been there before.
yeah. What I always, like, dug about this movie also is the fact, just up here after he's gone in and everything, and he's just looking out and you see, like, there's like a dead guy hanging upside down, like, in the cockpit, and they never acknowledge him or talk about him or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's a dead guy here. It's like, oh, okay. And not
Wow.
even that. They don't even say that. They just... I love how much he's struggling to get up there, and the first guy was like, I'm up.
You know what, I was reading or listening to some interview on YouTube with Shane Black about the new Predator movie,
Yeah.
and he was saying that they had shot
This
the whole
scene right
movie.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's just a dead guy there, and they never mention him or anything. And it's, it's
Arnold
like
just staring off in the distance.
yeah, and you just kind of,
He does look badass, though.
oh yeah. Well, he's got that look
Yeah.
that what's his name? That Danny Glover didn't have.
Yeah, do you think that was the main reason why people didn't like Predator 2 is because Schwarzenegger wasn't in it?
I think so. I think they should have tried to have him in, or they should have had, like, another, like, badass actor.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, they did include Gary Busey.
Oh yes, well, well, hell, he's survived more than anything ever been thrown at people with the amount of drugs he's done in his life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
and apparently in the new one, his son is playing his son, so
oh
that's
yeah,
kind
so
of
they're
cool.
keeping it tied, yeah.
Yeah,
See, Shane Black though, he was saying in the interview that he had shot most of the movie in daytime
yeah,
and then was looking back at the footage and was thinking this would be a lot scarier at night. So he
yeah.
reshot most of the scenes at nighttime.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I dig both. I
Yeah.
mean, the thing is, when you have a design like the Predator, it's such a cool looking creature. You want to show it off.
Oh yeah. Did you
You
see
know?
the image of that predator when it's like yelling or whatever you call it? And it's
Yeah,
like kind of greenish looking or whatever.
yeah,
Dude, that looked
yeah.
badass. I can't wait to hear that in like the theater speakers.
Oh hell yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it looks. There was one scene I saw where the predator's got one dude picked up by his neck on one hand, and he's just stabbing the shit out of him with his other hand, just over and over again.
That's cool.
Yeah, this does look really clean. It's weird.
Yeah, and it's a little. I think it's just people are used to it being grainier.
Yeah.
You know, I
See,
mean,
I do want to get that Texas Chainsaw thing just to see it like this, because I only have that one that Dark Sky redid, where it was grainy.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to get the
yeah,
one where it looks like this.
yeah. I'm sure it just gives it a completely different look. You know, like I said, they say the 4K of Predator is perfect. You know,
Yeah,
they say it's everything what like the fans want. That's what it is. But if you don't have 4K,
yeah.
um,
When do you think you'll make the move to 4K? Do you still think
uh,
it'll be a while?
I think it'll be a while. Because honestly,
You wait until there's like a big collection of genre titles available.
yeah,
I like how
that.
good that looks though, those bodies.
Oh yeah, just the way they kind of like how they like jiggle.
Yeah, like they don't look
They
fake at
look
all.
no, they look like they're made of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great scene,
Yeah.
honestly. The thing is, what makes me laugh though is it's like cut them down. You're just like okay, and then they just drop them. You
Yeah.
know?
Definitely. Did you, and all the guts sitting there. Did you
Yeah.
hear who was supposed to play the Predator and originally?
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Did you see the costume they wanted him to be in?
Yeah, it was horrible.
It looks stupid, dude.
Yeah, I'm so glad. See, had they used that design,
The movie would fail epically.
definitely. Yeah.
And
It's just
they
that
wanted him to be running around like drop kicking people and stuff.
yeah, it's like no, that's not what you go for.
And thankfully they got that huge dude who he's been in other stuff. He was someone else that was.
He was
I know
in
he was
Harry and the
Harry and the
Hendersons,
Hendersons. Yeah.
and yeah, he's
Something
been in
else
some
though.
other stuff too. Yeah. Uh, essentially, I think he was kind of like the go-to big guy.
Yeah. He was definitely the right choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the sort of thing also. I mean, could you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger there going up against a creature that was like 5'11"?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It'd be kind of like, no.
Dude, you know how bad I wish I could have saw this in '85 on the big screen?
That would have been awesome. I mean, hell, this is something I wish they'd re-release in theaters.
I know.
I
Like
would
make it
so
a double
love to
bill
see it.
with the new Predator.
That would be awesome.
I think they only do that with like special movies though, like The Dark Knight or whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe like if like an independent type cinema,
Yeah.
would maybe
This would be a badass movie to see on the big screen.
definitely. And everyone would love it, that. It would
Mhm.
be like a fan event. You'd have people quoting lines and everything.
Oh yeah, there's the bad gun
Yeah.
there. I think he mows down a whole forest with that thing.
I love that. I remember seeing that scene the first time when I was a kid and just thinking, well, that's not very environmentally friendly, is it?
I like
I
how
would-
I like how long it takes you to actually see the Predator. Like they build the suspense.
Oh
Whereas
yeah,
in the second one, it just off rip. You know what I mean? It's Predator. Well, how a sequel should be. But I
yeah,
like how in this
yeah,
first one they kind of build the suspense a little bit.
yeah. What I dig about is the fact, like, I remember again when I first saw it, I didn't know until like the final reveal, if it was like a
Like,
creature or if it was like a robot of some sort or what.
yeah,
I had no clue.
yeah. Do you think it looks better with the mask or without it?
Ooh, that's a bit of a tough one. Because, I mean, honestly, they're both such iconic looks.
Yeah,
I prefer the Predator vision with the mask on, like the way it sees.
yeah.
I always find that kind of weird. Like, why would it have a helmet that does infrared if it sees in infrared anyways? I
Yeah, I
always
think it's
found
just
that,
different shades of it or whatever.
yeah. And it's something also that's touched on in part two, where it's like changing the filters
Yeah,
because it can't see properly, so it's trying different ones, and it's like, oh, okay, here we go. I love this.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out if you don't shut up.
Is Carl Weathers, is he like a soldier from the get-go? He almost gives off the vibe like they just kind of brought him along, you know what I mean?
I think he's
Oh, they
always been
said
a
he was a
soldier.
pencil pusher or whatever for the past few
Yeah,
years.
yeah, I think he's been in an office, and he's
Yeah,
or he's been like military intelligence or something like that.
yeah,
This is just kind of hardcore. It's just like the how smooth, it's like hands off the gun, takes the binoculars, crawls down there. It's like everything is going like clockwork,
oh yeah. It
you
makes you
know?
wonder how Schwarzenegger would be in a real military or if he just gets smoked.
I think he probably gets smoked.
Yeah,
I mean, he's big, but I mean, let's be honest, you wouldn't be very fast.
yeah. I think this is Colombia,
I
and it
see,
says
yeah.
speaking in Spanish on the subtitles.
Ah,
What's the commentary subtitles like?
it's just giving some little bits of information, nothing really it's just saying like just your basic stuff. People were
See,
stuff
now
was
this
shot
one's
in.
speaking Russian.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
I just saw how brutal it is. Like most movies wouldn't show that.
Yeah. I just love the fact that you see at this point, you see it in his eyes. He's like, I'm gonna kill that guy.
Yeah,
It's
almost
like,
like we got to do it.
yeah, you know,
That's so
see,
weird. Half of them speak Spanish, but half of them speak Russian.
yeah. I mean, it's like
I
some sort
think
of like,
it's just supposed to be just a huge thing of bad guys. You know what I mean?
yeah, like a terrorist group or
Yeah.
something, or
Yeah,
yeah,
just Russians are usually bad in movies, and Spanish
yeah.
just throw them all in there.
Hell, I just thought of something that would be kind of cool.
Huh.
Predator in the desert,
Yeah, that'd be
in like
cool.
in like Afghanistan or something, where you get like the heat mirages and stuff.
Yeah,
So you wouldn't know, like are you like
or
is
like
what
if
you
they
see?
did, or if they did one like in different time periods, like in Egypt and everything,
That would be awesome.
or in the Middle
Honestly,
Ages.
oh, that would be cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
they wouldn't stand
It's
a
one of
chance
those
against
things they
Predators,
could do that.
Yeah, quite easily. And I'd like to see something, if you go with like I don't know when you'd set it, but like with like Native Americans and stuff,
Oh yeah,
and have almost something along the lines of like they've seen this happen before,
yeah, that'd be
so
badass.
they know what to do. They'd like, okay, we got this going on. We don't take any weapons. We just do our thing. Because they
Yeah,
realize. And I mean, it's been hinted also, of course. I love this. Just like, hey, yeah, snack.
I just love how just the carnage that's about to happen here. Like they
Yeah.
just wreck this whole everyone's day up here.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, when you really consider it, this is a massacre.
Oh yeah,
Because, I mean, when you look at how many people are here and everything, they must kill a good, 20 people.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I mean, this would be like a war crime in any other situation. I love
Isn't it
this.
crazy how this director did two of the best action movies of all time? This
Yeah.
and Die Hard.
Yeah, it's insane.
Are you able to look up what else he did? I know he's had to
Yeah.
have done more.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Oh, this is
has.
so crazy. And this truck.
Yeah, I
And
love
with
it.
this
This is
guy on
kind
the
of,
gun not to realize that at all.
yeah. Okay, let's take a look here. Die Hard, Last Action Hero,
Oh, I love that movie.
Predator, Rollerball,
The James Caan one or the remake?
the remake,
Okay.
Basic.
I've
I don't
heard
know
of
what that
that.
is. The Thomas Crown Affair, The 13th Warrior. Oh, Medicine Man with Sean Connery.
Okay.
Hunt for Red October.
So
Oh,
pretty
wow.
much all action.
Yeah, he did that movie Nomads.
What,
It
the
looks,
Pierce Brosnan?
yeah,
Wow. I'm gonna have to remember to get that because that's a Scream Factory title I always forget.
yeah,
Like I never think of that movie ever.
yeah. So, I mean, oh, wow, he was a producer on Stephen King and Clive Barker's Quicksilver Highway.
Wow. I still
Yeah,
need to see
so
that too.
if I remember right, it was all right. It was nothing special.
Yeah. Dude, I just love how brutal this is.
Oh yeah, well that's
They
sort
take
of
all
the
their
thing.
time going, like, creeping up to this place.
Yeah, and
And
then
then they
just
just roll in like if they're,
I know. I mean,
like
the fact
action
of the matter
figures.
is, they had the high ground. They could have just rained death on everybody from up there, and no one would have known.
Yeah, they gotta make it look good.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Uh,
this is the scene or if it's later where he's like, knock, knock.
that's coming up in a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, yeah, just shooting them wasn't enough. We'll blow them up as well.
Doesn't this remind you of a Cannon film?
Yeah. Yeah,
This
it
is
does.
exactly what a Cannon film's like. Like the
Yeah.
Chuck Norris, like that right there.
Yeah. Just pure, balls to the wall, crazy action.
Yeah, this essentially reminds me of just like Missing in Action.
Yeah.
Dude, look how fucking badass. He's basically the Terminator in a jungle setting.
He is. He
Like
really
that's the
is.
exact face he had when he's going through the police station in the Terminator.
Yeah. Well, then again, let's be honest. Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't like a great actor. He doesn't have the biggest range or anything.
Yeah,
But
everything is the Terminator.
yeah, he plays like a badass really well. Oh, I love that. Yeah, and again, I love it how they each have different weapons.
Yeah.
You know?
Now's the Indians guy to shine.
Yeah. Yeah, they say he was like, one scary guy in real life.
Wow.
I love that. It's like, how many bullets do you think he spent there just blasting two guys?
Don't most army people in real life have the same gun? Well,
It's
stick around.
yeah.
Don't they usually all have a standard issue gun?
Yeah, I mean, they usually like
My
when
favorite
this
part.
was released. Yeah. No. And I
think
love
Chuck
that he-
Norris has a scene just like that in Missing in Action. Where he blows the dude through the building.
Yeah. I just love this. It's like, hey, look, there's two going that way. You get them. Yeah, I think most like real armies and everything have like standard weapons.
Yeah.
Like I think here essentially everyone would have like the M16 or whatever that Arnold has.
Yeah. Oh, is this the movie where that line "Get to the chopper" came from?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's one of those things like you always associate with Schwarzenegger, but I had forgotten what film that line was actually from.
Yeah, it's this one. Get to the chopper.
There's some metal band, I can't remember, like Austrian Death Machine or something.
Yeah.
Have you heard of them? And like one of their
I-
albums is called "Get to the Chopper."
Yeah, yeah. I think that's pretty damn like neat, that it's
Gimmick.
yeah.
Dude, that's a badass name, Austrian Death Machine.
Yeah.
If that's what it's called, if I remember right. I
Yeah.
remember seeing the cover at FYE, and it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator and a chopper in the background.
That's awesome. I ain't got time to bleed. Got time to duck?
Isn't it funny he's like a political guy now?
Yeah. Well, the thing is with Jesse Ventura, he's, even back when he was a wrestler, he was a very intelligent guy.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy
mean,
to think Schwarzenegger was a political guy at one point.
yeah, I mean,
Governor of California.
well, to each their own, I mean, I can understand Governor of California,
Yeah, the
honestly.
Governator.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he was the perfect fit for the job.
Oh yeah. It does look like Carl Weathers is covered in grease.
Yeah, yeah, that's what some people have a bit of a problem with.
It fits the movie though, I mean.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be hot and everything, so
Yeah.
they look sweaty, but I don't know. Honestly, if I saw this in the theater, I would expect it to look like this
Oh yeah,
and not grainy.
definitely. See,
You know,
I just
even
saw
if
it
you were
on
watching a
VHS, so
35.
I barely remember. I just remember the VHS case looked badass.
Oh yeah,
What's weird is the Blu-rays don't have that original cover, which is awesome. Like
I
the
know.
original cover art's awesome. If I remember right, the cover for the Ultimate Hunter edition wasn't it gray with like him
It
covered in mud?
No, the Ultimate Hunter edition. Essentially, it's the same picture that's on the disc.
Yeah.
That
They
kind of
should
like
have used the
bluish.
regular cover art though.
Yeah,
Like I love that. I want to get a poster of it actually.
yeah. The original was just such like a classic cover.
See, even the Terminator 1 and 2 cover art's amazing. The Commando cover art, the
Yeah,
original one, not the Blu-ray one they got.
yeah. I mean,
Don't you hate that when
yeah,
Blu-ray companies release catalog titles, they switch up the cover to something just generic looking?
yeah.
Like
Oh,
Near Dark and stuff like that.
oh,
Just
Near Dark is a nightmare. I remember the first time I saw that, I thought, how many like little kids or whatever are gonna buy this thinking it's like Twilight?
I know. Hopefully they like it
And
better though.
I would hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
But did you see that someone posted it on Facebook on, I think it was on the 22 Shots page. They had, or it might have been Unearthed Films, one or the other. They had a picture from a Serbian film,
And what
and
was the caption?
the caption was just "Still a better love story than Twilight."
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I just
that.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, on Unearthed Films though, people post a lot of Serbian film stuff.
Well, yeah, they're releasing it, so
Oh, they are?
yeah, they're releasing the extended director's cut.
When's that supposed to drop?
Ooh, I think in a couple months.
Huh.
It's sometime this year, from what I know.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the sort of thing. It's one of those movies that I always found sort of overrated.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's a bit shocking, but
It's not
I
the
just
most
love
shocking thing ever.
no. And
That would be intense having a scorpion on you like that.
yeah,
I'd be like, thanks, dude.
yeah. The thing with this, though, is like that was a real scorpion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not no more. It ain't.
Doesn't the predator eat him?
He picks it up. I don't know if he eats it. I always sort of assumed.
I think this is the joke that makes him laugh.
Yeah. I didn't.
I wonder if I ever met
Just
Shane
echo.
Black in person, I'd say that joke to him.
Oh yeah, I bet he'd dig it. Oh,
I wonder how often he gets that though.
I'm sure he gets it all the time.
His wife's with him. She's like, God,
Yeah,
this
just
joke
not
again.
again.
Kids around and everything.
Oh yeah, I just love this. That this guy's the one that notices.
Yeah, so they said this dude was actually like intense in real life.
Yeah.
What, they
I
were
mean-
worried he was gonna beat the shit out of him or something?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was something, if I remember right, it's been a while since I listened to the commentary or whatever, but I think it was like, he'd like go into like town and get in fights and stuff. He was just like a natural like badass.
Yeah, hothead.
Yeah, so
Thank God these infrared scenes are so short because it is kind of annoying to look at
it is,
after a
and
while.
yeah, you couldn't like do a whole movie like this. Luckily. I tell you what though, I still think that the infrared looks best in this movie.
What do you mean as opposed to
As opposed to
Predator
part
2 and 3?
two, Predators or Alien versus Predator, they all sort of lost it, you know?
Are you
This,
just not a fan of Predator? Alien vs. Predator?
I don't like how kid-friendly it went.
Yeah, that is I gotta point out how creepy that laughter is, hearing it
Oh,
looped.
yeah, definitely.
Like, it's just him. Is it supposed to be him hearing it over and over again, or is that him laughing?
I think he heard it and he's like copied it or whatever into like some file or whatever, and he's like replaying it
Yeah,
to
just
try
looping it.
to get the feel of it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Terminator does in Terminator.
Yeah,
Fuck you, asshole.
yeah, yeah. Just learning all the things and everything.
There's this shirt I saw on you ever heard of the company Rotten Cotton?
Yeah,
They got a shirt and it's the cover of Commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger like flexing his muscle or whatever.
yeah.
And it says "fuck you, asshole."
Oh, that's cool.
You know how many weird looks he'd get from people though, probably walking around in public and that.
I'm sure you would.
I wonder if people would just find it funny though, seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger's face. You know what I mean? Like
They
if it would
might.
make it less vulgar,
I think it probably would. Yeah.
as opposed if it was just a shirt that said that with no picture.
Then they'd be like, it's like he's trying to make like a political statement or something. It'd be like, no, it's a quote from a movie.
Yeah. People going up to you, I hate Trump too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, huh?
Yeah. And we're like, what? I'm not talking about anything political. Yeah. This is
I
like,
love movies set in jungles for some reason. I think that's why I like cannibal films so much.
yeah, well, they have this thing where you're quite sure that like, no matter what situation it is, there's no one near them that's going to help anybody out.
Yeah,
It's complete like isolation.
yeah. I gotta
And
give my props to Alvin Silvestri too, because the score it makes half the movie.
oh yeah, it's
Like
like
I love the
kick-ass
score to this, and it makes me want to go to FYE and get the vinyl of it.
Yeah,
But dude, the vinyl of this movie at FYE, they have like a special edition one with
yeah,
like camouflage colored vinyl. But
yeah.
dude, they want like $60 for it.
And is it just one
I think
one
it's
LP
two.
or?
I think it's
Oh.
2 or 3 actually.
Well, if it's 2 or 3, I guess you can kind of, justify it.
Yeah,
My thing's always like if they're wanting like $60 for like one LP,
yeah, that's crazy.
that's pushing it.
Yeah, the problem is like, dude, I had a hard time paying that for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's one of my
I hear ya.
favorite movies of all time. So it's like, the score is good though.
yeah. I mean, this is the sort of thing. Maybe you could probably find like an older release like on Discogs or something.
Yeah, with like the original cover art or something.
Yeah,
Because
you
the new
know.
one has a different art and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen the new release for the Argento stuff coming out through Mondo?
What are they, records?
Yeah, they're doing Deep Red. Um, what
No
was the other one?
Suspiria?
No Suspiria. They were doing Deep Red, Phenomenon, and
No Opera?
no, it
Yeah,
was
those are
something
the
else.
two
I
I
can't
would've wanted
remember.
was Opera and Suspiria.
Yeah, Deep Red is awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, and all of these are like extended cuts as well. So like, Deep Red, for example, is like a 3 LP.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Man, look at
here's
that
another
fucking
scene.
arm, dude. Did you see how muscular that was?
Yeah, yeah,
Like abnormal looking.
yeah. This is another one of those scenes, it's just where it's like,
That's one
you
thing
know,
about, dude, this suspenseful movie. Most suspenseful war. Would you even consider this a war movie?
see, I don't know. I
It
mean,
feels like one, but they're not in a war. You know what I mean? So
no,
it's
it feels like one, and usually war movies are realistic,
yeah,
for the most part. I would say this like an action war movie. An
yeah.
action, yeah, something more.
See, this is something I definitely want to go in the future and get some of the comic books for this, or some of the like omnibuses of Predator
Yeah,
comics, because
yeah.
Dark Horse made some really good Predator comics back then,
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they had
and
a lot.
Alien.
Oh yeah, hell, they did Alien versus Predator, right?
Well, they were the first ones to ever bring that idea
Yeah,
together. That's where all
yeah,
the fans got it.
yeah,
And then they even did Terminator and everything.
yeah.
Like
Th-
Dark
I, I,
Horse in the 90s was badass.
yeah, for sure. That's one thing I always wondered. Like Predator versus Terminator. How?
Yeah, that would be a sweet.
I
Uh,
mean, especially if you could get Arnold as like the Terminator.
yeah,
Like, could you imagine like
it would be
if
a mind fuck for people though.
yeah, but I
It's
I
like, wait
mean,
a minute. Two
wouldn't
Arnold
it?
Schwarzenegger star in movies.
Yeah, wouldn't it be neat though if you could like get that and like have the predators like almost like recognize him and reckon that he's the same guy that was there, but and not realize he's like part machine,
Oh yeah,
and
that
then
would
they're
be
thinking
sweet.
they're thinking their normal tactics would work and they like shoot him and he like gets up.
Yeah. Then they're all like confused.
Yeah, and there'd be this moment of like, what's going on here?
And then
Like he's supposed to be
then
dead.
he realized Cyberdyne was never the cause of the end of the world. It was the
It was just
Predator
predators. Yeah,
diet or doing that self-destruct thing.
yeah, yeah. They were just like 100 predators in different places on Earth, and they just blew it.
We've been wrongfully accusing Cyberdyne this whole time.
Yeah, they're actually the good guys. They're making predators. They're making Terminators to take out predators.
Damn, it's Sarah Connor over there fucking everything up.
Yeah, and they're just like, damn it.
That would be funny, dude. Have all the Predator fans like just completely shocked.
Yeah. Oh man.
It sounds goofy. That would be a good story though for a Terminator versus Predator movie.
Yeah, definitely. And like more, it would need to be more fun.
Yeah. Why don't they just
It
kill
couldn't
this
be as
girl?
serious.
You know what I mean?
I think the idea is that she has like information on what's
Okay.
going on and everything. I love this. The first like real kind of reveal.
Yeah, you know what I like about it too is
Yeah.
the effect for the time period for that right there is kind of shoddy looking,
Yeah.
but the fact that they added some real blood and gore like makes it acceptable.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like the effects of like a X-Files episode or something.
I know what you mean. I love this just how like shell shocked she is.
Yeah. Isn't it
You
weird?
know.
Don't you get him confused with Shane Black though?
Yeah. Well, you forget the glasses.
Yeah.
But other than that, they're very similar looking.
Yeah, they look like the same person.
Yeah. I've always wondered this scene coming up, where he's like, did you find whatever? And he's like, I can't tell.
Yeah,
Like, is it just like a pile of guts or something that he found?
I think so. It's like a little pile of guts. I'm pretty sure they show it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You couldn't tell. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, why didn't he just like kind of like look up?
oh yeah, just because of the skinless body.
Well, it still has the skin at this point. I don't. I just love it. I can't tell. And the look on
Yeah.
Arnold's face. It's like,
What do you mean?
Yeah. It's like, hey, look, there we go.
Dude, I could just can't able to think how badass that dude looks, though.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that have been badass to be best friends with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It probably
Oh
would actually suck, just because he'd be so big, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
just, yeah. Just probably sit around smoking cigars and crushing stuff with tanks.
yeah, yeah,
But that would be pretty fun, I mean.
yeah,
Because have you heard that's what he does now? He
yeah.
owns the tank he drove in the actual military. Because he was in like military in Austria in real life, and he drove a
Uh,
tank. And
and he bought it.
yeah, he ended up when he became big, he ended up talking to the Austrian military, and that tank was decommissioned, and he ended up buying it.
That's so something he would do.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, hell, he had the first Hummer, didn't he?
yeah,
Back before there were Humvees, when they were
yeah,
just Hummers. You
yeah.
know, and they were just like the military
Actual
trucks.
military vehicle. Yeah,
Yeah. I always remember one time back then I saw a Hummer around here, and it was kind of funny because I think someone I don't know what like why or how, but right in the middle of the driver's side door there was a big ring of rust. So I
really.
think someone had gone and put like a nick in the paint or something right in the very center of the door. I just love that he's wearing an MTV
I know. I was
t-shirt.
just looking at that too.
Yeah,
It
I mean
doesn't
it's like
fit the whole thing at all, but it looks badass.
yeah,
It's almost like remember the shirt? Uh, See, that would freak me the fuck out, dude.
yeah,
See, I don't do snakes, and dude, seeing one like that in the middle of a jungle.
yeah,
That's why people look at Anaconda like a cheesy, funny movie, you know?
yeah.
Dude, I find that movie terrifying.
Yeah, well, you know, to each their own. Everyone's got, you know,
Well, you want people to find it just goofy?
I find it goofy, you know, but, you know,
Dude, if I saw that, I'd shit my pants, though.
yeah.
Or did you ever see the sequel, Hunt for the Blood Orchid?
Oh, man.
Where they're
Yeah,
walking through that lake and the snake's all between their legs and they don't even know it?
yeah. See, that's like a creepy idea.
Yeah.
You know? I just love this, that they spend all the time just going up this tree just to show that you know, he's up
Yeah.
there dead, you know?
Yeah, that was pretty high up.
Yeah. And
Dude,
it's
this
sort of
gun is
thing,
so badass.
yeah,
Another connection to Terminator.
yeah. And yeah, that weapon is usually attached to helicopters.
Yeah. Yeah. So it makes
Yeah,
it funny as hell he's holding it.
yeah, like literally. I mean, a normal person couldn't carry a Gatling gun.
You think he could in real life, though?
Well, yeah, he did.
Oh, that's a real one? I mean, I don't know if they lightened it up or something or
Oh,
what.
no, no. From what I know, it was a real. Yeah. What I want to know is this: what was that first thing that hit him?
Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Yeah. And I just love it also when it shows
Them
the
eyes.
amount of damage
Oh, yeah.
that that yeah. It's like, I don't like this forest.
Yeah, are you able to look up what else Bill Duke is in?
Yeah, sure.
Just because I like him as an actor. Oh, yeah, did you also hear what they use as the Predator's blood?
Wasn't it that stuff from uh
It's KY jelly and glow sticks.
yeah, glow sticks.
And
Here
they
we
said
go.
it would,
Duke.
it goes away so quick, the glow, that between takes, they got to mix it between each take.
Yeah, let's see here. Predator, Commando, X-Men, the last something or other. The last
Stand?
day. Yeah. Exit Wounds. Uh, Mandy, that new movie that's coming out. American Satan. Restored Me, whatever that is. Law and Order.
So a lot
Special
of
Victims
nothing,
Unit.
really.
Yeah, there's been a few things, but for the most part,
That
yeah,
American Satan, is that about that band or something?
I think so. I'll just take a quick look.
I love this too, the ringing from that gun.
Yeah,
Just
and
read loud it was.
yeah, yeah. The American Satan was about like a band, half its members from England, half from U.S. Drop out of college and move to the Sunset Strip to chase their dreams.
Yeah, I like the title.
Yeah, and I've heard this Mandy thing is supposed to be interesting.
Really.
Yeah,
He's a creepy looking black dude. Like you'd
he
think he'd be in
is.
a lot of horror.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, he's very dark
Yeah.
skinned. I mean,
Carl Weathers is too.
I know, but he makes him look,
Like milk chocolate.
yeah. Yeah, I love this, the sheer amount of damage that it shows that was done.
Just by that blaster cannon.
Yeah, from one blast and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's blown out like his entire, you know, everything.
Dude, look how shiny his head is from that sweat, dude.
Yeah. And, you know, that he looks hot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks like he's just, you know,
They all do.
except for Arnold.
Yeah,
His hair is very dry.
Yeah.
I could have imagined him. I I want to look sweaty, but not actually have my hair wet. So
Dude,
put some on my arms.
You ought to get an Arnold Schwarzenegger tattoo.
Yeah, just a picture of him like with a word bubble coming from his mouth saying "Get to the chopper."
What do you think your mom would actually say though if you came home with a Arnold tattoo?
She'd be like, "Are you stupid?" Yeah,
That'd be funny
that
as hell.
scene. I love this also. It's just
Yeah, if that was alien blood, she'd be fucked.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love it that though she's the only one that notices. He's there too, but he doesn't notice.
This glowing green
Yeah.
substance. Yeah, she would have regretted that if it was alien.
Yeah, definitely.
Came back with no fingers.
Yeah, it's like, what happened to you? I found something on a leaf, so I touched it, and it ate my fingers.
This does bug me that we don't know where this is taking place.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess doesn't really matter at all.
yeah, I think it was done purposely so that
Yeah.
it does not as to not date the movie.
Yeah.
It could be like any.
To be honest, it doesn't feel that 80s. I mean,
Oh no, I
except for
mean,
the one-liners and the close-up shot of the two muscles. I mean,
yeah,
see, did the quality in your disc go down right there?
yeah, it went very dark.
Yeah. Like you only see really Bill Duke's eyeballs and his teeth there.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
but it is kind of true with how dark it went.
Yeah.
He almost like blends into the background, and I mean, I don't know if that's just a disc thing
Huh?
or what.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of thing. This is a scene also, though. Like it just sort of works. So you can tell like these characters like were genuine friends.
Yeah.
You know,
All I know is
And
I want a Bill Duke action figure.
that would be awesome.
I don't even want an Arnold one.
No, forget that. Just Bill Duke. That's good enough.
Aren't these the two you wouldn't expect to be best friends though?
Yeah, completely.
And isn't there a thing like doesn't he shave later and he ends up cutting himself or something?
Yeah, he's in the midst of shaving and he breaks the razor on his face
Oh yeah.
because he's pushing that hard.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the sort of thing, like he's like trying to like be respectful to his friend and everything, and Predator just comes in and takes him. It's just like, yep, this is mine now. Thank you.
It would have been better if we took him while he was standing there mourning over him or whatever.
Oh, that would have been awesome. Just something invisible sort of thing comes down. I love this scene. because this is the first where you started to get a
Oh
glimpse
yeah.
of what you were dealing with. And I love scenes like I've mentioned before in other commentaries we've done, scenes like where people are making things.
Yeah.
I also love self-surgery scenes.
Yeah. Where
I
they're
don't know why.
fixing
There's
themselves
just
up.
yeah. And the thing is here, there's certain things I don't get. I get that, it's like he's pulling out stuff. It's got like some antibiotics or something in this gun.
Yeah, look how good the fingers look, though.
Yeah, that's something later movies have lost.
Yeah, because
This I don't
usually
get.
movies, when it comes to like fingers like that,
Yeah. What the
the
hell is he doing with a big piece of metal that's curved, like with shoving it into a wound? I don't
yeah,
get it, Well, I'll teach their own.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the thing you can let this one slide just because they probably didn't expect to make any sequels or anything.
that's true. Yeah.
Didn't you? I heard that the director of this got the idea from this for a movie that Scream Factory released.
Really?
It was that alien. Oh my god, like the Final Terror or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
where it's like a rubber alien kind of outfit
Yeah.
or whatever. They quote on the back that that was the idea for
Well,
Predator.
from what I know, Predator was written by two guys, and essentially they snuck into 20th Century Fox and
Yeah,
just left it on someone's doorstep, sort of thing.
really.
Yeah, and the guy came in the next morning and he found it and he read it and he called Arnold and said, you want to do this? And they was kind of like, yeah,
That's pretty badass.
yeah,
I'm surprised they never cast him in an Alien movie.
yeah. I mean, well, probably they were thinking, well, we already have him in
Ripley,
Predator.
and they were
Yeah,
yeah,
I think Alien was always kind of like the female
yeah.
badass, where this was like pure testosterone, like I said.
It was always weird to me too that like Alien and Predator seem to go hand in hand perfectly.
Yeah,
Like, and that's weird to think they both started as individual movies that they had no idea they were going to cross them over. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, it wasn't until part two, and that was just
Like a little fun add-in or whatever.
yeah, it was an Easter egg,
Yeah.
literally. It was just like, well, we need some skulls to put on here. It's like,
Let's do an
well,
Alien.
we got this alien one. It's like, dude, put it up there.
Yeah, but that goes perfect. It like went hand in hand.
Yeah,
And then I actually dig the explanation they give in the first AVP, where it's
yeah,
like they would breeding xenomorphs to just kill.
yeah. You see that it makes sense. AVP does some stuff right.
Oh, that Queen scene at the end, I love, dude.
Oh yeah, it's pretty damn badass. But there's a lot that it does wrong.
Yeah, I
I
still
mean,
enjoy it. Like, I really dig like that scene where the net is pressing up against the alien head, and you see the
oh yeah,
blood coming out like a grid.
yeah, that was cool.
Or when he uses that blade to chop that alien head in just half.
Yeah, that's one thing. There's a lot of good scenes in the Alien versus Predator series, but neither of the movies are really good.
Yeah.
I dig what they did in Requiem. The whole part with like the pregnant women.
Yeah, I gotta see that again. I barely remember anything. I remember it
Yeah.
being super dark.
Oh, it's way too dark. I mean, I think they I don't know whether they filmed it that dark or whether they just messed up the color timing something serious, but
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy to think it's already been an hour this movie's been on.
I know. It's been an hour and we've seen the Predator once.
Like half of them.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Isn't that, yeah, it's crazy to think. I don't remember it being that long. That you
Yeah,
see
well,
'em. They really do keep them concealed.
yeah.
That's why I am thankful for the sequel, because they amp the action up and show them like off rip.
Oh yeah. And I have to honestly say the Predator makeup in part 2, I actually prefer the design of the Predator in part 2.
What was the difference?
it has like different markings on its like skin and stuff. It has like almost like a tiger stripe like
Oh yeah. Are we supposed to
look.
believe that's a different predator? I would
Yeah,
assume so because it's like they
yeah,
send them down to hunt for their tribe or whatever,
yeah.
or to like
You
prove
know,
themselves.
I always sort of assumed that Predator 2 was kind of like um, Alien versus Predator, in that that this was like a young Predator
Yeah.
that had just sort of got through its like training or whatever. And they sent it here. It's like here,
And you're thinking
go
that
hunt
this one's
here.
like that or the second one?
I, the second one. I think this one is like an older Predator.
Yeah.
And it's just I want to go hunt down here, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
go about your business, do it.
I love that atmosphere there,
We'll
all that
pick you up
fog.
on the way back. Yeah, that looks great. Hmm.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting real stoked to see the new one.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I can't believe how much I forgot how much downtime there is in this movie. Like, I still love it. You
Yeah.
know, it's cool seeing them in the one-liners and stuff. But yeah, I'm shocked at how long it takes for the Predator to get into action.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it really, it's the right way to go about it.
Yeah, would you consider this a slasher or no?
Almost.
Because he's picking them off one by one.
He's picking them off one by one, and the fact that, you don't see the killer.
Yeah,
It's like a slow burn slasher.
definitely. If it
And
was Michael
it
Myers,
rocks.
you just see him lurking behind the trees.
Yeah, you would literally see him, wouldn't you? Just stood there looking at
A
them
white
from
mask.
different vantage points. Yeah, and no one would notice him.
Yeah.
I love
Why is he
this.
still?
They've gone through all this time, and then
They're finally asking her what's up.
yeah, because Arnold like shouts at her, she starts speaking English. He's so manly, he forces people to speak English. People who don't know it, they just know.
See, she looks kind of Asian looking or something.
Yeah, like maybe Colombian or something. I don't know. I think they purposely did it just so that it could be like anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere like in the jungle.
Yeah. Does he end up saving this girl completely at the end? I don't remember.
Yeah, she ends up surviving right to the end. And she ends up, I think, actually saving him.
Oh, okay.
Because she goes to get to the chopper.
Doesn't his face look like it's not just the way it was lit right there? Kind of looked like
Yeah.
it was on a different body or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It looked really odd.
Is he? Have you ever seen those Predator stories, like the books or whatever, where the girl is like accepted by the whole Predator tribe and all that?
Yeah, yeah. They were kind of cool.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
kind of leaned with that with AVP. You know what I
yeah,
mean, where they gave her the little shield and all that.
yeah. The problem with that is, I don't know. I dug the idea, like especially like in the comics and in the books and everything, what they did with that, that like she survived like some big thing, and then she essentially waited for more predators to show up,
Yeah.
and then she went to them and she's like, dude, like, I did this, and they sort of had no choice but to accept her.
Yeah.
And I know they do a figure of her that's really cool.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it looks just plain awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe this people complain about this transfer.
I know. I think it's literally just something, people don't like you messing with their memories.
Yeah.
And, if you have a memory of this on VHS and everything, and it looks a certain way in your memory.
But wouldn't people want that in a Blu-ray? Like that's the point of Blu-ray,
yeah.
to make it look shiny and good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would assume.
That's what's weird to me about it. It's like if I wanted Predator on Blu-ray, this is exactly how I'd want it.
Yeah, and if you want it the other way, you can buy an old VHS or buy a DVD. Yeah.
I don't know. People just complaining.
Yeah, that's true. I just love this thing, the amount of work they went to set this trap. And
oh yeah.
essentially it catches him for about 10 seconds.
What's funny is this dude's sweating so much it practically you wouldn't need any shaving cream.
Yeah.
When you
Oh,
looked at the features on this thing, right? What kind of features are on here?
there's
I didn't even look.
yeah, there's like a behind the scenes type thing called building the ultimate hunter that talks a bit they talk to what's his name, Robert Rodriguez and people like that, and that's quite interesting. I
Yeah.
love this scene, and it's kind of like I love that little bit of plastic stuck in his face.
Yeah.
It's almost like you know, Carl Weathers there was kind of concerned about him,
Yeah.
which
Like
was
worrying
kind
about
of
his
neat,
sanity or whatever.
Yeah, he's you okay? Oh man, it's a great flick. This is,
Yeah.
and look at that. You can see sweat running down her nose.
I know. I'm shocked at how good the Blu-ray looks. And even there was a scene earlier where Arnold Schwarzenegger was a close-up on his face and it was like crystal clear.
Yeah, I mean, this is really people rag on it, but this is how you clean up a movie if you want the movie clean.
Yeah, definitely. People just love the green though.
Yeah. Well, it does give something to it,
Yeah, it makes it
but
more filmic or
yeah,
film-like.
but still,
Yeah, I think that's the big
I
problem with people is when something's shot on film, when they
yeah,
make it look like it was shot on digital.
yeah, yeah.
But
I
I'm
believe
fine
that.
with it. You know what I mean? I don't care.
Well, it looks great. It really does. I'd like to see the 4K.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what they consider,
The
proper.
definitive edition. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, the cover to the 4K edition looks awesome. At least the one at Best Buy. I don't
yeah,
know if it's an exclusive or what, but it was like a steelbook
yeah.
4K of Predator, and it looks sweet.
That's cool.
Oh shit.
I love this that they just they know how to do this.
Yeah.
It's like, do all soldiers know how to make crazy wooden traps?
Yeah. See, I think there needs to be more movies like this, like war movies that are
Yeah.
horror based, or you know what I mean, or
Oh
sci-fi
yeah.
based.
Well, I mean, there's certain genres that just go well together.
Yeah,
Sci-fi and war go well together. Horror
definitely.
and war go well together. Horror and sci-fi go well together.
Yeah,
So this, you get horror, sci-fi, and war all together.
yeah.
It was
See,
like a
but it's hard to make an
guarantee.
original idea like this was original to Predator and all that. Like, you know what I mean? How many movies do we get where it's like, you know, doing
Yeah.
experiments on something with like Hitler and some kind of, you know what I mean? There's so many
Yeah.
movies like that. Like
Yeah.
if they ever do a war horror movie, it has to do with Hitler and like Frankenstein or zombie slaves.
Yeah. I know what you mean. They tend to be a little. I've seen a few. I've seen a few good.
Like The Keep was one.
The Keep. That was an interesting one. Also, I love this. Show you here. Just,
You know, when you first
just
see
it
a
just
full thing of them, yeah.
yeah. It just glitches out a little bit.
See, that
I
was a
love that.
look there that looked 80s though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. I love also that Carl Weathers was the one that saw him. Kind of the
Get to the chopper. I like how he took his shirt off in the process. He's just like, fuck that.
yeah, just somewhere along the lines of I don't need this. Oh
They
man.
probably told him you take. He was like, I need to take my shirt off in the movie. He's like, can you at least wait? Even he's got it off. What the hell?
Yeah, well, I guess it's supposed to be hot.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's just how messed up this guy is, Like he's shattered.
Yeah, it's like one of that Forrest Gump scene.
Yeah.
It's like, just leave me.
Mm,
Yeah, there ain't any saving this guy though.
yeah.
I actually don't even remember what happens to him.
Um, I think he just gets hit by a stray shot or something, if I remember right. Now, Bill Duke's death is badass.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's almost kind of like the Predator realizes that he's a badass, so he's like, you know what? I'm going to take you out like face to face kind of thing. I'm going to look right down at you
Yeah.
and take you out.
See, that's why I'm excited for the new Predator. There seems to be most deaths just the Predator just doing crazy shit, not
Yeah,
camouflaged up in the trees. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. And I dig this new Predator that's in it.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know,
Super Predator.
yeah, you know, like I don't know how it works plot wise, but you know, it's freaking enormous. It dwarfs the other one.
Yeah, it probably make this Predator look like a little kid.
Yeah,
I like his weapon there, these little two Uzis or whatever they are.
yeah. I mean, you know, those are probably the two most generic weapons in the movie.
Yeah.
You know, the others are all kind of unique.
Yeah, Arnold's has like a little cannon on it. And
Yeah,
what was
which
Bill Duke's weapon? I don't even remember.
I think is that the one that he has right now is like a light machine gun or something, a good size, you know, like
Hey, look how
belt
sinister Bill
fed.
Duke looks though.
I
The
know.
lips and the eyes.
Yeah. The thing is, if you could cast him as like, you know, some
The
kind of
devil.
like, you could easily. Hell, yeah. You know what? I would cast him as like Baron Samedi in
Oh,
like the voodoo god of whatever.
yeah. Or like in Tales from the Hood or something.
Yeah, it would be perfect. He would fit the role like to a T.
I know that they should have cast him.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, are you getting excited for the second Tales from the Hood?
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
definitely. I
I
mean,
love the first one.
I wonder what the Predator's doing there. It looks like it's, I don't know, like copping a squat or something.
Pooping.
Yeah, it's
You
just like,
just see
yeah,
turds dropping.
yeah, from nothing.
Yeah.
It's like there's no light, and then you see, whoop, and you're like, well, shit, literally.
Or the turds are camouflaged too.
That would be
You
hilarious.
just feel something just drop on you, but you don't see
Oh,
it.
damn. Yeah. Oh.
They just glitch out mid like while they're falling.
That would be hilarious. I love in this movie Carl Weathers' death,
I don't remember what it is.
where he gets an arm blown off, and he's
Is he
still
still
firing
shooting?
with the other
Yeah.
one. Yeah, and his severed arm is on the ground, still shooting.
Yeah. I love that. Just the laser pointed.
Yeah,
It's like you know he's fucked.
yeah,
Once you get that laser sight on you.
yeah. And it's this part here right
Oh
here. Where he's like,
man.
it's kind of like I'm gonna look you right in the eyes and. And it's this part just coming up where where he's twitching. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of like what they did with Texas Chainsaw.
yeah,
That makes it more effective. Just the body twitching and spazzing out.
yeah,
Vamos, vamos.
yeah.
Reminds me of that
Like, give me
Nightmare on
the
Elm Street
weapon.
3. Remember Andale, Andale.
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh
then in
man.
Nightmare on Elm Street 4, they have her saying it even more.
Yeah.
Andale, andale. Like, yeah, I never want to hear that
Oh,
word again.
no.
Yeah, I do
I
remember that now that you're saying it, just that arm. Wasn't his
yeah.
decapitated arm still firing the gun?
Yeah, it's still going.
I wonder if that would actually happen.
Well, I would think so. I mean, probably your finger would, you know, tense up.
Yeah. Does he almost look like the What You Talking About Willis kid?
Yeah, yeah. See this here, I mean, he shot him in the head with that blast,
Yeah.
but he has no hole in his head.
But the other dude who got shot in the chest had a huge gaping crater.
Yeah, he has like no chest anymore.
Well, it's one of those things you gotta let the people know who he was.
Yeah, that's true. if he just had no face anymore, it would be a little.
Like, I love that he's camouflage, but you could still see that easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it is. It's camouflage. It's not like invisibility,
Yeah. It's like,
which
remember
is,
that segment in VHS 1
yeah,
where it was like the killer that was like glitch out like that?
yeah, yeah, there.
That's badass.
And it's
You
this
think
here.
you think you'd fall from just shock after getting your
I
arm blown off like that?
I would assume so. I love this, like he sees it coming and he's like, you know what? I'm still gonna try to take it out.
And conveniently though, he was the one that had 2 guns.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah.
That's where you really get a feeling of the size difference.
Well, if you just dropped him in the water, he's like, "We gotta go."
Yeah, yeah, like out of the way. I love this also. The fact it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take you on, like,
With my bare hands.
yeah, and
I
like
look
a
back at him and
and
be
like
like, "Bro, you ain't that badass."
and like a machete.
Doesn't he cut himself too to like?
Yeah. The thing is, I bet you though, like as a character, the Predator like respects him for that.
Yeah.
He probably thinks like okay, yeah, this is a trophy worth taking.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's probably been like 8 years since I've seen this at least.
Yeah.
Where you've seen the Blu-ray already previously?
Yeah, yeah. It's been a while for me. I mean, it's been,
What did you just watch it
a
when it
couple
first?
years back.
Did you buy it when it first came out?
Yeah, yeah. Well, originally, I had like the like 2-disc DVD edition,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then I saw, it was cheap, and I was like, you know what the hell, I'll upgrade.
Yeah, I think this was a title that was in the Walmart bin forever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the Wilhelm scream as well.
What does that mean?
It's a very famous scream used in cinema. That like if you need like a scream, you can use like,
It's like a stock footage scream.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there. It was almost like an afterthought. Like he
Yeah.
shot him in the head. It was gonna.
There's
Yeah,
just something badass about him shooting a giant machine gun.
yeah, and
those
I love
effects that
that.
look like Hellraiser 1, that glowing yellow.
Yeah,
It just looks really fake.
yeah.
Get
Total
to the
rotoscope
chopper.
job. I also love the fact that the blast blows up, Bill Duke's head. It blows a hole through Jesse Ventura, but you shoot him in the arm and nothing
Makes
really
him go limp
happens.
a little bit.
Yeah, I mean Carl Weathers, it blows his arm off.
Yeah, it's just he probably has like settings for it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna turn this down a bit.
Of disposing of them too quickly.
Yeah, well, he probably realizes this is the last one, so.
They should do like an Evil Dead crossover. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would
Like
be
they run
hilarious.
into the cabin.
Yeah, the Predators
Oh, that
there,
would be
and
freaky,
then,
bro.
oh yeah,
That's almost too. I don't like shot. Like I do, but I don't like. I'm not good with like huge heights.
yeah,
Like, look how shitty that shot looks.
yeah,
Did your quality dip like hardcore there?
yeah. That looks like stock footage.
Beta tape or something, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's good. But yeah, dude, that would be...
well, I think that scene was always kind of iffy.
Yeah, even
I
there
don't
it
remember
looked
it.
shitty. They probably
Yeah.
had to do something to make it look like he was going down a waterfall or whatever.
Yeah,
Because I'm sure
either
this
that.
is like a pool on a soundstage in LA.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, or do you think this is actually on location?
I think it's probably on location, but obviously that was like a stuntman doing everything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe in like the footage you could see the stuntman's face too good or something.
Yeah, that's probably it.
So
You know
they
how
they
badass
just,
it would be to swim in something like that?
Oh yeah, it would be definitely.
But you're in the, I don't know, I'd be freaked out too. Some like exotic jungle, there'd be some weird
Yeah.
snakes and weird stuff in there.
That's true. I just love it when the predator comes down here, and it's like when you see where in the lake it lands.
See, I don't remember.
You'll see it in a second, and you just realize like how far, like he's gone and everything. How far it must have like jumped. Because I mean, just
You know what I've noticed too about this? You don't
mhm.
see nighttime at all. Is
No,
this all supposed to? Oh yeah. Is this
yeah,
all supposed to have taken place during one day?
pretty much, yeah. I mean, there was that shot. I think it's supposed to take place over about 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Because there was that one shot where they killed the pig,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you're
and
right.
yeah, and then there's like the shots of when Arnold's getting ready and everything, and it's nighttime.
Yeah, you're right. Dude, that looks so badass.
Oh yeah,
Like he looks menacing as hell, dude.
yeah,
Like I'd be shitting. Would you be more afraid of that or an alien?
probably that because there's an intelligence here
Yeah.
where there isn't in the aliens. I mean,
Doesn't that
you
look a lot like Cannibal Holocaust, just the mud and everything?
definitely it does. I just kind of love the fact that they're this advanced species. They can travel through space. They can go like invisible, but they can't take a bit of water.
Yeah, too much
You know,
electronics.
yeah, it shorts out their systems.
Yeah. Do you know what else is crazy? I want to see what the predators look like that built all that. Because there
Yeah,
can't just be all the predators are just these bloodthirsty things. Like there's
yeah.
got
I
to
mean,
be like
obviously,
scientist predators and all that.
yeah. Well, obviously they're smart enough to create these.
I love that. Just the sparks all burning on him.
Yeah,
He's
it
pissed
was
he
like
can't find them.
it's a possum.
Dude, that
I
design is so sick though.
yeah, and I love that how when he turns his head, the gun turns too.
Yeah.
That's
You
just
know
one of
what?
those
You know what's
little
crazy?
things.
Yeah, you almost feel like H.R. Geiger designed this too. Like he has the
Yeah,
look like the alien designer did that.
yeah. They feel like they definitely feel like they're from the same universe.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's the sort of thing that because I don't think he had anything to do with it, did he?
No. No,
You
no, he
know,
definitely didn't. No.
but
A
they look
similar
like two
design.
creatures. Yeah,
Because
They-
Alien came out in 79, right?
yeah,
And this was 85, so
yeah. That was maybe it was a bit of inspiration.
probably had to have been.
Yeah,
You know what I've noticed too? Is there's not a spine ripping scene in this, is there?
yeah. It's coming up
Oh, okay.
pretty soon, actually.
All right. Because I
Uh,
was just sitting there thinking, like, I know he's famous for ripping spines, but we haven't seen it yet. I know he does
yeah,
it in part two. I think that was the cover. Part two was him holding a spine.
yeah. Yeah. It's coming up like any second now, actually. I think, and it's the Indian type guy. I don't
Uh,
know. I don't know if he is Indian.
I love that right there.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
almost
like
like Macaulay Culkin set in here.
yeah, yeah.
Like, this is Macaulay Culkin 30 years later.
Well, there you go. It's the thing, they always said, there's that urban legend
The
that
Saw.
that Kevin McAllister is actually Jigsaw.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It does. This is him if he happened to join the army.
Yeah. You just hear him yelling at the predator. I'm eating junk food and watching bad movies. You better come out and get me.
Yeah. I love the fact this, it's like he's pulling it down, it's taking all his weight to do it, and then he's putting it in this like trap, but he's holding it with one hand. It's like all of a sudden his one arm got super strong.
Yeah. Probably just they didn't put that. Oh, there. It's kind
Yeah.
of freaky, actually.
Yeah. And it's just and I'll take this out. Thank you
That's
very much.
so badass.
Yeah, and then it's just this just kicks the body off, It's like I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, did you ever have a Sega Genesis back in the day?
Yeah.
Did you ever play the Jurassic Park game?
Uh yeah.
You
I
know it
think
was
I
all in the
did.
jungle?
Yeah.
Like, the look of that game reminds me of this movie so much. I don't know Wow, but this
Yeah.
movie just made me think of that old game, which I haven't played in 20 years.
Did you ever play the Predator 2 game
Uh,
for the Genesis?
no.
It wasn't good.
Really?
Yeah,
Did they have a
if
game
I'm
for Predator 1 or no?
not for Genesis, I think they
Just
had
for
one
Super
for
Nintendo?
something like that, yeah, or maybe even just standard Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know I
I
played
mean,
Concrete Jungle for PS2.
yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing. Predator would be so easy to make into a really good game.
Yeah, like a Call of Duty, but
Yeah,
with
you
Predator.
know, yeah, I mean, hell, you know,
Well, what'd you
yeah,
think of the Alien vs. Predator game, though, that came... Not the one for PS2, but the one they came out with for 360?
uh, I, I, I thought it
Where
was.
you could play as a human alien or... That looks sweet right there.
Oh yeah, and what I dig with this also though is his reaction to the skulls. He
Yeah,
picks up and he's just kind of like,
my
yes,
precious.
yeah, you
You know
know,
what I love, too? How you can't tell that that skin is fake at all. Like, it
no,
looks like actual reptile skin.
exactly. And the thing also with like the fingers and everything, which we were mentioning before, when you're watching like the Alien versus Predator movies, for example, they have these bulky fingers.
Really, I'd have to see it again.
Yeah, and their heads are way too big.
Really?
Yeah, it's something I've always noticed, and it always pisses me off.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the Predator that I know,
Yeah.
with that seems almost. This seems like a real living creature,
Yeah.
not just a bunch of like jabronis in suits.
Yeah.
I'm channeling the Rock.
So do you have really high expectations for the new Predator, or are you going in with low expectations, or what are you doing?
I'm trying to go in with low,
But you're pretty
but
hyped for it.
yeah,
I love this too, him yelling like a predator.
yeah.
I think it'll be good, man. Like,
I
I'm
certainly
going in with
hope so.
pretty high expectations.
I dig the fact also that it's like R.
Oh, I heard it's a hard R too.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just
I,
expecting balls to the wall action.
yeah. I dig this also. Just like heating up the blades.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta get them ready. I just find it funny that now these can apparently heat stuff up.
Yeah, but when it's on Bill Duke's head, he didn't
Yeah,
seem like he was hot at all or anything.
I guess he can maybe change the.
The settings.
Yeah,
He could do everything, just not take any water.
yeah, exactly. Oh man, and I love that he made this bow, and it's like the most powerful bow ever.
It's made out of twigs and vines.
Yeah, literally twigs and vines, and it's like does more damage with this than they did with all the
I don't
automatic
think in
weapons
real
combined.
life you would be able to make a bow and arrow like that.
I wouldn't think so. I mean,
I mean, maybe, but I doubt it.
you need from what I know about bows, you need certain types of wood, you know,
And
and
something
like
with enough elasticity to bring
yeah,
back that far. And
yeah. I think
but it's a 80s action movie. I think
yeah. In
it's
reality, he'd have just kind of left.
yeah. What's
He'd have
funny
made
too,
his
and
way to Dutch Appa.
yeah, like the movie's so good, like you almost forget that it's a stupid 80s action movie. And they
Yeah,
probably weren't ironing out small details like that.
yeah, that's true. I just love this also. It's like,
That would
why
be
is it,
freaky as hell.
yeah, like, why is it walking this way?
If it doesn't suspect anything's there.
Yeah. It's like, why wouldn't he just be, walking along?
Would you want to see a scene of it like taking a piss just to see if it has like a, you know what I mean?
That would be kind of funny, honestly. It's like, I mean, and look at, and now it's like walking on like four legs, and it's like,
I just like the way Arnold's looking at it though.
he's like, damn, I see it. It's over there.
He's like, I want to fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I wonder if that isn't the other suit,
What do
the
you
Van
mean?
Damme suit. Not
No.
so much, not here, but I mean that part just where
Its
it
head
was
though
coming
kind of
down.
looks like it could be.
Yeah,
Because that
it's a
suit will look like a
wonky
praying
looking.
mantis or something.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, there's actual footage of that on the Blu-ray as well.
Oh, on the blue. I've seen it on YouTube.
Yeah, I love this. That's something's hanging off the end of that arrow.
Wasn't it the bullet?
I think it was just like it was like a little piece of fabric or something just hanging off.
Uh,
And I think it was just
do you find it crazy to believe that the Predator wouldn't be able to see Schwarzenegger with the mud on him?
yeah. I don't think that would
I love that
hide your body.
cinematography there, him standing on that branch.
Yeah, and just blasting. And the fact of the matter is also, this couldn't have been the first time that predators had encountered someone who put mud on them.
Of all the, yeah.
Yeah, so
And the government didn't send anybody else. Well, I guess the government don't really give a fuck. They left that one helicopter in the tree.
yeah, that's true.
Problem is now the blood would definitely make it to where he'd be able to see you.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for my favorite line. You're one ugly motherfucker.
yeah. It's a great scene.
Yeah. Does he say motherfucker or son of a bitch?
Motherfucker.
Yeah. And that's when you finally see its mouth.
Yeah. I just always wonder why, like, at the very end, when the predator's laughing, it sounds like, I don't know, like Peter Cushing or something. It's like a real maniacal, like,
Or like Vincent Price or whatever.
yeah. It doesn't sound like a creature mimicking human voice or anything. It's, I don't know. Maybe that was just a goof on their part. Who knows?
Yeah.
But then
Yo,
again,
are you getting stoked? Speaking of Vincent Price laughing, are you getting stoked for that Thriller 3D restoration?
it's this. I don't know.
Or are you
Honestly,
bummed they're only including it with that
I'm
new
bummed.
Eli Roth movie?
Yeah, because I have no interest in that at all.
Yeah, I know.
You know. Um.
I'd pay $5 just to see the Thriller and leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, hell. I know they had this whole thing. They had like I remember they used to have a VHS tape you could buy that had like the Thriller video on and like a behind the scenes making of thing.
Yeah, I think I remember that too.
And it was like an hour and a half total. If they'd done that in the theaters,
Yeah,
I would have gone and seen that.
yeah. Hopefully, yeah, dude. The thing is, though, the only way I'm going to be able to see it is to go to the theater because I ain't got a 3D TV or anything.
Yeah.
But it's
And
like, why couldn't they have included it with Halloween?
that would have made a bit more sense. Well, I guess maybe,
Halloween people don't want to see it, probably, or
well,
maybe they
probably
just
it's,
needed something to boost sales for the new Eli Roth movie.
could be.
They
Yeah.
probably saw you or Death Wish and was like, ooh.
They're like, oh, yeah.
And the thing is, though, too, the movie looks shitty, and it's got
Yeah.
Jack Black in it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so tired of Jack Black.
Yeah.
Like, he ruined Goosebumps.
Yeah. And like the kid that's in it was in something else. It was apparently quite good in. I don't know what it was, but
When we're done with this commentary, I may look up the trailer again to see if it looks at all interesting.
I
think
mean,
it's like a kid movie, though.
I see that's the feeling that I get. It feels like a kid's movie from the ads and everything.
But it's Eli Roth.
Yeah.
But that don't mean shit after seeing Death Wish, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious. Like, I used to like Eli Roth a lot.
Yeah. I love this scene. Where essentially, it's left that here on purpose.
Yeah.
The blood trail.
And he realizes it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He sees little traces of them.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's here. Just throw that over there. I love how quickly the feet kind of go out of there,
Yeah.
you know? It's like,
It looked weird, yeah.
nope, just breaks off.
It just broke his landing a little bit.
Yeah. And this is a scene I
Dude, the
always
thing
dug.
with this is, though, you would defeat the Predator, how do you get out of there?
Um, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
I know how he gets out in the movie, but still,
see, I don't remember how he gets out of the movie, but how would you contact the
the
people?
the giant
Oh, shit.
smoking wreckage. I love this just because it shows, that the
How wide that blade was? I didn't
yeah
realize.
that it can open up,
Yeah.
and become wider. And I love this, just kind of leaning in, like just having a good look at him.
I just remember it was like a big log that crushes him, of all things.
Yeah, I mean, of all the possible, yeah, all this technology, and he drops a log on him.
Dude, he looks so bad. I just love the color of this, or like the look of the skin, though.
Yeah. I love this also, just a bit of blood running out of his leg and everything,
Yeah, and the scenery's perfect, too. Just that ankle-deep water.
Yeah.
See, his hands, for some reason, are the big standout for me.
Yeah, well, they look real,
Like, it almost like
you
this
know?
dude has gator skin.
Yeah. This is something also I kind of like when he takes the mask off. The fact that, he can still function
Yeah.
without the mask. It's not like he needs it to breathe, really.
It's just like his armor. I
Yeah.
like how the look Arnold has, just kind of like looking in just amazement.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Dude,
And this
real.
is kind of the scene, where you see what the actual Predator vision is. And,
It would
it's
be
like, what?
annoying as hell.
Yeah, and the thing is, like,
That's
what
so
would...
good in effects right there.
Oh, yeah. And what I
Ugly
like...
motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I think Stan Winston did the effects for this.
Yeah. What I like also, though, is the fact, the mandibles don't open up as much as they do in the Alien versus Predator movies.
Yeah.
In those, they open up into some weird little... I don't know. It just doesn't look good.
Bad idea. You think when
Like,
Van
yeah,
Damme saw this, he was pissed?
probably.
You know what I mean? He probably looked at this new outfit and was like, damn.
Yeah, he probably looked at it and was like, yeah, it was the right choice to take me off of this.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Van
I love
Damme
that
probably
too.
wanted to be the Predator, just a lot shorter one.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, I mean,
Look
when
how
you
shitty
have...
it would be to see like that.
Yeah.
You would need the mask.
Yeah. And it's like I said, though, it's like he sees in infrared.
Yeah.
So what's the point of a mask that...
I think it just tones the
Show-
colors down.
I guess, yeah. I would have preferred something, like, different. I love these scenes, though, where you see, like, the...
Or how they say animals see in black and white.
Yeah, or, something like that. Or, like, even maybe, like multiple angles or something, just something different. And, like, the idea was, like, the mask would compensate
Yeah.
for that,
You know what I find weird about this? The fact that he has dreads.
I know. I think I always assumed that they're just like tentacles.
Yeah.
That's what I always kind of
But
assumed.
they got like little gold charms on them. Like
Yeah.
dreadlocks.
All I can think is maybe at some point they were in like Jamaica or something and fighting some Jamaican
This whole
warriors.
movie is just the Predator protecting his weed farm.
Yeah. Well, hell, that's what people thought the Friday the 13th remake was about.
Well, that's what he is. I mean, well, I mean, they don't know if it's his, but
Yeah.
he does kill that guy real quick when he's snooping around his farm. Like,
Yeah.
look how creepy that looks, dude.
Oh yeah. And again, it's like the intelligence that's there. The fact that he's looking at this and he's like, now why are you like, what's this? Wait a second. And he's like, I know what he's trying.
See, he gives it away by yelling, "Come here, come here."
Yeah. And he's like, oh shit. Like he's going
But didn't
completely
he
the
plan
wrong
him
way.
for to do this too?
See, I don't think so. I think this is just a happy accident. You know, that he
Oh
just
yeah.
happened to be where, and it's just the noise the predator makes when it lands on him. Yeah. Where? Oh man.
Is it dead at that point? I don't remember.
Nope, still alive, but not fightable.
But his
It's
arm
like
will just go up and punch it.
that would be funny. It's just, you know, it's like I think its back's broken or something. It's that's why it blows itself up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just love, you know, the fact that, you know, it has like a built-in like freaking nuke, but it can't deal with water.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't you crush it then? Like, why? You know? That's the thing
I
with, like, movies and stuff. Like, before they usually do the final blow, they end up giving a speech. Just enough time for the hero or whoever to kill the person.
yeah. I mean,
That's every movie. I'm going to shoot you, but first I'm going to tell you why. And it's going to take me 10 minutes.
yeah. And it's yeah.
And then they always get stopped.
Yeah. Well, and it's always like, you know, we've mentioned it before in horror movies. Like they'll be beating down the villain and they'll have him completely like decimated.
Oh,
And
yeah, they'll
then
throw the weapon down and run.
yeah, and run. It's like, no, you keep beating until there's nothing left.
Yeah.
I love how long it takes him to realize that this is a countdown.
Yeah.
And here we go with like the Vincent Price laugh.
But realistically, though, it would take me a little bit to be like, what the hell is this?
I know, but the sheer amount, how
Yeah,
quickly
that
that's
laugh
going
is
down.
weird. It doesn't sound anything like
No,
the
it's like you
Indian.
need, yeah, and you know, you need like lips to make that noise.
It does sound like Vincent Price.
Yeah. I just love that, you know, it's like, look at this level of destruction. I mean, that's complete overkill
Yeah. He'd be
for,
dead.
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, look, it's frying the helicopter.
See, what
And
would have been a cool inclusion if, what the hell's his name? Danny Glover was in the helicopter or something.
oh yeah, you see that could have tied everything, you know, together kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, even though doesn't Predator 2 take place in the future?
I think it takes place, it's like, you
It's
know,
like
5 years
97,
later.
but it was the future
Yeah,
at that time when
I
it
think
came
so,
out.
yeah. Yeah. I think it was the year 2000, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
I think it took place in the year
He
2000.
managed to survive that blast.
Yeah, I mean, everything else is scorched wasteland, but, you know, Schwarzenegger just
Yeah. And remember in
strides right through.
AVP when it shows them releasing that detonation thing in the pyramid or whatever? And it
Yeah,
just wipes everything out?
yeah,
That does look badass. Cleared that whole forest.
yeah, except for him. You see, now, had this been Chuck Norris, I would have said he kicked the shockwave out of the way.
Oh yeah, Roundhouse kicked it.
Yeah, and the shockwave dissipated. I just love the fact that like he looks, you know, completely beat up and everything.
Oh yeah. It's like,
That's
man,
one thing,
the
you
first
know,
thing
I
you
mean,
need to do is take a shower, dude.
yeah, because I mean that's probably radioactive ash all over you at this
Oh
point.
yeah.
And I love the ending. Essentially, you know, the curtain call.
I don't remember the ending, I don't think.
Just coming up next where they show all pictures of everyone.
Oh yeah,
and then,
laughing and stuff, yeah.
yeah, and then you know, and then just showing who plays what and everything. You know, it's just I don't know. It's just kind of neat, you know.
Yeah, that was like a big 80s thing.
Yeah, I
They
always
don't
kind
really
of
do
dug
that
it.
anymore.
They should. You know, it's just kind of Well, now we're kind of in like the era of the after credits stinger and everything, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know,
I like how it just uh, everyone smiles or winks at the camera, and he just turns around like, oh,
he's like, oh, I think they probably just took a scene from the movie for him.
yeah.
I bet everyone else are like, like to do
Is that not
do
the
something for
shortest
the.
cast thing you've ever seen?
I know. It's hilarious, really. Well, I guess when the thing is, when you actually think about it, this movie cost $18 million.
Wow.
And that was then. I think there
That's
was
probably to
some
get everybody to the jungle, and probably half of that
probably.
went to Schwarzenegger. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They had to make the suit, and
yeah. So even by that time standards, this wasn't a big budget movie.
no.
It makes you wonder, really, like
Essentially the budget of
a B movie, really.
Blumhouse movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It makes you wonder if they'd given it more money. If say they'd given it, like maybe like a $30 million budget or something back then. You
Yeah.
know, but would it have had the same staying power as it has?
Yeah.
It's one of those odd things, to say the least.
Yeah. But we're gonna end the commentary here.
Yep.
Well, in the next day or two, we're gonna do a commentary for Predator 2.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that'll be
And
fun.
then Predators.
And we will for sure have a deep dive Thursday night on The Predator. We
Yep.
both have our tickets pre-ordered, so.
Yep.
All right, this is Corey's Crib.
There's BDG reviews.
Peace.